Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been a couple of weeks since I posted a video, and I haven't really been able to decide what my channel really is, but I'm gonna say that it is a lifestyle channel, just because I feel like I'm kind of documenting things that I discover or things that I want to get into, new hobbies as a 20-year-old. And you know, in your 20s you haven't really figured everything out, so I'm going to call this a lifestyle channel. So today's video is going to be about, as you can tell from the title, sneakers. So in the previous videos I let you guys know that I am unemployed and I'm looking for a job, and so while I've been unemployed, instead of just sitting around and moping and being depressed, I've been trying to get into new hobbies. So I would say I'm trying to become a sneakerhead, not because, and I'm gonna rephrase that, I'm not trying to be a sneakerhead. I've actually been very interested in sneakers. I'm kind of more on the Converse / Vans side, just because I feel like sneakers and sneakerheads are quite intimidating. So I never really got into it, just because I never wanted people to make me feel like I don't know anything. But I was on TikTok the other day and I found a pair of sneakers that I really wanted, and I ended up buying them. So I wanted to give you guys a review on them, and then I also want to give you guys just, you know, my thoughts on it and just my first impressions. So as you can tell from the title, I ended up getting some Airforces, and I'm gonna get you guys the name, so just in case any sneakerhead or some sneaker lover comes across my video, you know, I'm giving you guys the correct information. So I ended up seeing this video on TikTok, and this girl was showing us some of her Airforces, and I was completely, you know, blown away. I was like, oh my god, I gotta find these sneakers. Unfortunately, they were sold out on the Nike store, but I found them through a reseller. So I ended up getting the name is called, let's find the name, one second. Okay, so I ended up getting the women's Air Force 1 07 LX UV reactives. So yeah, so basically they are shoes, well, they're Air Forces, so they're low, and they're kind of white. I wouldn't say they're fully white, they're like off-white. I'll show you in a minute. And basically what they do what the name says, the reactives. So they change colors per UV rays. So I have the shoes right over here. I'm going to show you guys what they look like. Just got delivered to me this past week, and here they are. Okay, so yeah, so this is what they look like. They're not completely white, even though the camera makes it look like they're white. They're not. They're like this off. Some parts of it are white, some of it's off, like an offish green. And I love them, and they have like this light blue sole. I posted it on TikTok and people like went crazy for it. But yeah, so this is what they look like. The bottom, what they look like on the inside, and yeah, this is what they look like on the other side. They look white, but they're not fully white. They just have this, like, I think you can see right here, this is not fully white, and then right here in the front, they're not fully white. They're like this off greenish color. And they were just gorgeous. Now I told myself the first time I was ever going to get Air Forces, I didn't want to get anything white, just because me and white, we just don't favor each other. But when I saw these and I saw what they did, I was completely obsessed. But yeah, so they are the women's. They come in women's, but I'm assuming that men can wear them too, because they don't really look like they would be catered towards women. But I know men have been buying the shoes. You just have to convert the size to a male size and then buy your size. Now they were sold out on the Nike website. They retailed for the Nike website for I think $110, but they were sold out. They came out in June 21st of this year, and they're called the UV reactives, and they come in, they say white, but like I said, some parts of it are not fully white, and they're Air Force Ones. But yeah, so they came out and they were sold out, I think pretty much immediately, but they have them at resellers. So I got mine from this app called Goat. Now I was so anxious to buy them that I didn't actually do more research on Goat, so I just bought them, and I saw that Goat had a lot of negative reviews. So if anybody sees this video and then wants to buy it, I would highly recommend you check your reviews and double check Goat and get more information from them, because they do not do returns. Like, they won't refund you your money. They will do returns. Like, you can request a return after 3 days, but they will give you store credit. You know what I'm saying? And I've also heard that a lot of these resellers sell fakes. So this is one thing that was really making me nervous. But luckily, I don't believe these are fakes. I've had someone try to verify it for me, and they do what they do. And currently on Goat, it depends on the size, but they're retailing for about $140 to $160. I don't believe anything higher than that. So if you're someone who really wants these shoes, I would highly recommend you get them, just because I know that resellers prices are quite volatile. They can go up and they can go down. Like last week they were like $255 and now they're $150. So like, this is something that you really want to get. I'd highly recommend you get it now, so that you can get it and then just keep monitoring Go and keep up with them, because I was on them so they can get this thing delivered to me on time. And I believe Goat is, like I said, a reseller, and they authenticate your shoes to see if they're fake or not. But still, some of these resellers are not authenticating properly, because I've heard horror stories about people receiving fakes. So these shoes are amazing. I haven't actually worn them. I'm a little bit scared, because I was actually told by somebody that Airforces are actually uncomfortable and that they take a lot of break-in. So I probably will make another video once I've worn them and broken them in. I just don't want to wear them because they're white, and white gives me anxiety. But for basically the main part of this video is you guys seeing what it does when it goes in front of the sun or it touches UV rays. So see what it looks like now. You know, grasp it, take it all in, and then I'm gonna go outside and show you guys what it looks like when it hits UV rays. So let's go. Okay, so right now I am still holding the shoes. They're still white. I want you guys to have the full experience so you can see exactly what it looks like. So I'm walking to my balcony. I'm gonna open it and I'm gonna go outside. So there is a bit of sun, so you will be able to hopefully be able to see, because it is getting darker. But here we are, and I'm gonna switch the camera around so you can see the shoe. Okay, so here's the shoe, and you can see that the shoe is actually changing colors. Depending on the UV rays, it actually gets darker than this.
I should have seen you was trouble right from the start. Taught me so many lessons, how not to mess with broken hearts. So many questions, and this began, we was the perfect match. Perhaps we had some problems, but we working at it. And now the arguments are getting loud. I wanna stay, but I can't help from walking out. Let's throw it away. Just take my hand and understand. If you could see, I never planned to be a man. It just wasn't me. But now I'm searching for commitment and other arms. I wanna say to you from home, don't be alarmed. Your attitude was the cause. You got me stressing. Soon as I open up the door with the jealous questions.
So the cool thing about the reactives is when they go back in, when you're back inside where there are less UV rays, they kind of start to revert back to the original color. So as you can see, it's losing the color. Yep. And then in a few minutes, it will revert back to all white. Okay, so yeah. So now that I'm back inside, the shoes have officially reverted back to its original white color. But yeah, so I believe that as long as you're kind of like in the sun, and there are a lot of UV rays hitting the shoe, it'll be at its darkest. Unfortunately, just because it's the time right now, I wasn't able to get the shoe to get to its darkest. So I will insert an Instagram reel or a clip so you guys can see when I, took it outside where it was the hottest time of the day and it showed the shoe at its final form. But this is kind of what it looks like now, and yeah, so I definitely recommend this shoe. It's just one of those shoes that you're just like, it's just one of those shoes that I feel like people just have to have. It's a cool shoe, it's interesting, makes you feel like a kid again. Makes you feel like a kid again. But yeah, guys, I will definitely make another video once I've actually started to wear the shoe to let you guys know if it's comfortable or if it's uncomfortable. Like I said, I've had about 2 or 3 people tell me Airforces are not comfortable. And that is one of my concerns, because for me, comfort is everything, and I would hate to have a shoe that's not comfortable. Even though I did do some research on Airforces, and they're supposed to be the most comfortable shoe, but it could depend on the person, and that is a size 9 women's. So I hope that shoe brought excitement to anyone who's a sneakerhead or anyone who just wants a pair of shoes that excites them. And I hope this video was informative, and I hope you were able to see, the different, just basically be able to see the shoe up front before you actually purchase. I'm gonna do some close-ups so you guys can actually see the shoe properly. Yeah, and before I go, that was the left side. It also comes with the accessory, so it comes with this Nike accessory. So it comes with this. It has on the tag, basically just says color changing, and it shows you what it looks like on the indoor and the outdoor. And it also comes in this like packaging, I'm assuming just to preserve it from UV lights. I hope this video was informative. If you liked this video and you want to see more sneaker videos, please go ahead and subscribe, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys join me on this journey of this new hobby of becoming a sneakerhead, hopefully. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.